Just a wee bit late today, kids. I had to go get my daughter from work at 10, and they didn't release her out of work until around 10:30. It was about 10:25-ish. And then we had to get gas, and I was ordered to get a Diet Coke for the missus, and I'm not about to question that order, because that's what keeps her sane and happy. Imagine her being married to me without her Diet Coke. It just would be crazy. But tonight we are doing Defenders covers. We're continuing Henry month. Henry bought 16. He went over to Ko-Fi, dropped enough money to buy 16 videos, and he's got an entire season to himself. And that's what we have been doing here. Lots of fun so far. I've got to say, you picked some good ones. He has been doubling up a couple, and this is the first double up, by the way. We did at the beginning of the season. We did some Defenders covers. Now we're doing some others. All righty, and we've got just about everybody here. So let me share the screen out. Okay. And we can get this show on the road. And hello to MK. What's up?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. What's going on?
I don't know what that was supposed to be, but okay. Let's go with that. All right.
Yeah, I don't know either. Sometimes I just pick a random voice and go with it. That's actually like my old. It's like my old man voice,
Ah.
Hey, how is everyone doing?
Okay, that's good.
Never heard Amy old man voice, but that was funny.
All righty. You know what?
Do a lot of background characters. You start making stuff up.
Yeah, right.
Let's get this show on the road, since I've already made us a half hour late. And I do disagree. Henry, Defenders has a lot of good covers, especially Defenders number 4. All righty, Eric, you're first up. So, oh no, wait, it was RDV, but I don't think he's around right now.
He's getting a snack.
Yes. After that, it was Amy, and then Eric and MK. Okay, so while RDV's gone, Amy, you take book 1 then.
Oh, okay.
All righty, and shiitake mushrooms. Or we'll stall as I delete these Swamp Thing overlays, which I thought I already replaced them.
I mean, that's totally an option.
Yeah,
did you guys do Swamp Thing recently?
Yeah, yesterday we did Burning Rights and Swamp Thing. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Some really good covers.
That's cool. No, he's scary looking.
That being one of them, this one being the most awesome of them. But yeah, we did. There's some really good Swamp Thing covers we did, and I'm gonna get us some Defenders covers. I actually thought I had this stuff done. Yeah, here's a Henry sketch, by the way.
Oh, that's neat.
That's
we did Ghost Riders on Mike's show. I think it was this week.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, little coinky dink.
Mm-hmm. That
All right,
cute.
and let me get these Defenders, because this time they're random, so it's like a little bit all over the place as far as the books that he has selected for the Defenders. All right, 5, 6, 7.
That was probably a good plan, then, Roy Kirk.
Good evening.
Hey, look who's back. Did you get a good snack? Oh,
No, I had to use the restroom.
Oh well.
Yeah, it happens when you eat fast food.
I grabbed a soda anyway, so I'll be awake.
Oh,
Yeah. Could have been worse, though. I did not have the garlic experience like Ida. But,
Yeah, I have been having the garlic experience recently, and it is not nice.
I had a pulled pork sandwich yesterday from Arby's, and it has that SIDEKICK, the entertainer, has his own barbecue sauce now.
Does
Yeah.
he?
Yeah. So I tried that. And yeah, you don't want to eat like a lot of like greasy food on a hot day.
No.
It's muggy outside. I was like,
Ooh.
thank goodness I was at home. I was, not like at a baseball field, the diamond, where you have to like run to the porta potty.
oh yeah.
I don't know how people can like do that for Summerfest here. Drink beer and eat all the weird like different foods and stuff.
I always think of the roast beef sandwiches as being fairly lean.
Alrighty, RDV. Pick
Yeah.
one.
Is that normal?
It's fine. No, it's no. I love the colors and the background. I love the Hulk fighting against
Whoever that is.
Hyperion.
Oh,
It's the Squadron Supreme, or the Sinister Squadron, or Squadron Sinister. It's the Triple S, whatever you prefer. Yeah, and that is normal. Yeah, it's on there. That's
Oh, okay.
Doctor Strange. Dude, this is a 10. I like
Alrighty,
this.
we got a 10 from RDV. What does Amy say about this one?
It's it's sure. It's a fine comic booky cover right there. I think they need to work on their normal a little, but maybe that's just not my
He's
favorite.
being hugged. That's all.
Well, it's
Yeah.
too late. He's been dead for a quarter century, so I guess he's probably not going to be able to work on normal.
The artist.
Oh, well, it's still a nice drawing.
Is
I
this Kirby?
Gil Kane.
Gil Kane. Okay.
Really? Yeah, I must be tired. His name's not Captain Strange. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. His little fighting pose there with this other guy.
Dr. Spectrum.
Dr. Spectrum. Okay. Dr. Spectrum and Doctor Strange. That's a pretty cool like flying pose. Yeah, this is a perfectly good superhero villain crossover comic. A nice arrangement of all the elements. I can give it a 10.
Yeah, yeah. It's Speed Demon going against.
Well, Wizard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't he become Speed Demon though? Or am I thinking? Or am I thinking of like the evil Super Justice League, whatever it was?
There's wings.
There was a
Wizard.
Speed Demon at Marvel that
Yeah.
had been somebody before that, but I don't think it was
Okay.
the Wizard.
No. I always thought the
What do
Wizard
you
was the
say,
Captain America guy.
It is the 10.
Alrighty. MK.
What do you say, MK?
Hmm.
Oy vey.
Later.
I didn't know he was Jewish.
Neither did he.
I like the everybody fighting somebody. So yeah, that's I'll go with that. Like,
Everybody fights somebody sometime.
mhm.
I like the fact that they put the people in the sky far away.
Yeah.
Up at the top.
Yeah, that's cool.
It puts good perspective on it and allows for the box. The Sonic Squadron Sinister Strikes Again. That's kind of clever there. All right, we're going unanimous. Let's go to the chat, see what they have to say.
Let's see.
All the way down to Ethereal Dragon. He's starting us off.
Pikachu.
The two Dragon starting over the 9.
Darth Kato gives it a meowy 7.
Henry, wow, that's the short Henry quote.
Henry Jeremick says book number 1. It's a 9. I'm just filling in for anybody else.
And Dark Admiral Marcher says it's a 9, eh?
Undead Quinn gives it a 7. Let's see. Oh, the one slick dude gives this a 9. That post on Hyperion looks like he just broke his back. Yeah,
The
it's
Jackson,
so mystery.
yep. The Jackson Roy Kirk 7 says 7.
The guy with the cool first name says 9.
There you go. He's Captain Airplane now.
The little Rhaegar says 7.
All right, and that is the last of that. All it was 7s and 9s from the chat. We had 4 7s, taking out 4 of those 5 10s, and then the rest are 9s. So, alrighty, this is a 9. Not a bad way to start. Not bad at all. Okay,
It's a nice.
one
The
more.
whole hands look really cool. Those are good hand poses.
And next up, we have Amy Lester, and you are going to be talking about Giant Size Defenders #1.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so that's Valkyrie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Luke Cage. It looks like a female Red Guardian.
It is.
Okay.
oh, okay. So Red Guardian, is that the one with the yellow
No.
bug on his shirt? Or is
No,
that...
no,
Red
that's-
Guardian's the red one with a star on her shirt on the left.
Oh, okay. So she's flying through the air there. Okay. And Doctor Strange and who's the guy flying with the red cape and the bug on his
That's
shirt?
Nighthawk.
Nighthawk.
Nighthawk. Okay. This is a pretty cool cover. Hulk looks a little funny, but not too bad. That's fine. I like that there's a city in the background.
The city in the background.
So I've got to give it some points for that. It's nice when they can do a combination of characters and remember to do something with the environment. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I could give this a 10.
All right. And how about Eric's next, right? Yeah.
VENKMAN, remember my story about the condensation on the 64-ounce glass bottles?
Yep.
This is what it took out.
Wow.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
It's definitely a 10. This is Keith Giffen and Klaus Janson before I realized what Keith Giffen art looked like without Klaus Janson, which was my first holy bleep moment as a collector.
Because a combination of inkers and pencilers, you mean?
Now I don't know.
I was not prepared for Keith Giffen's style.
Mm.
And
I
I don't think he's ever been a good
I
artist.
gotta ask you, what does the comic book look like now? Is the Hulk still green?
When it was done?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just water damage bigger than shit.
All right. What do you rank this though?
A 10.
Yep.
All righty, MK.
So I think I rate this a 10. I like it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
we have
usually
RDV.
yeah, the VENKMAN voice that he gives me, right?
I love this. It's kind of like the Transformers when they're in cartoons when they're running dramatically up a side of a building that always has a tile back, like a floor.
Right. Tile floor isn't used commonly in much of anything.
I give this a 10. Yo, is that Luke Cage on the corner? And then, kid, do you like the Hulk or do you like the Thing better?
Do I like the Hulk sting? Wait, what? Oh, you said the Hulk order thing. Okay, I got you. I misunderstood. No, no, I like honestly, I like the moon in the background the most. Honestly.
That is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice
Yeah.
frame.
Is that really the moon though? Because there's no like craters or anything like that. So
Just a big white circle. Yes. All right, let's go to the chat and see what they have to say about this.
All right. It looks like Ethereal Dragon starting us off with an 8. Chair's giving it a 9. Jackson Roy Kirk is giving this a 10. And Undead Quinn is like, don't know about that. She's giving it an 8.
Derek Keto says it's a pretty cool cover there. Giving it a 10.
Yeah. And a very cool first name. It says, 8. One Slick Dude gives this a 9. Oh, and Henry Jeremick says, book number 2. Janssen's Heavy Inks helps this Milgram.
Oh, it's Milgram?
Yeah.
Helps this Milgram cover to an 8.
I guess you don't feel that bad spilling soda on it.
Well, I would say Milgram. Jansen should have inked Milgram while he was on West Coast Avengers. He should have inked him when he was on, well, just about anything.
Just, yeah, absolutely.
Knowing this now.
Greg says he based it on the city alone.
The city alone.
Darkada, Valkyrie elevates every cover she is on. She's a cool character. Like, in spite of herself, she's a cool character.
Her costume keeps changing because, like, if you would have told me that, I'd be like, it's this random woman with a sword.
Well, she's always got the cool pigtails, though.
Until Jane Foster took over.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's Valkyrie?
Alrighty. What we ended up having was 3 8s and 4 9s, taking down all 6 10s and leaving 1 9 left. Our second 9 of the night, ladies.
Dave, who you're saying sounds like Scooter, me or MK, because we both did a weird voice. And also, GoBots are awesome. I don't care what he says. I love that movie, Challenge with GoBots.
GoBots.
Scooter. I'm not sure what Scooter is.
Scooter was the little red scooter that transformed. And he was like supposed to be the GoBots, their version of a Bumblebee character, but he was a scooter.
Okay.
Scooter.
All right, we are with Eric. This time it's book 3, and Eric, you have Defenders issue number 51.
Oh.
This try to redeem myself from the last cover. I do believe this is a George Perez cover. The Perez and Austin? Or?
Could be. The faces kind of look
Well,
like...
it's right next to the barcode.
Oh, yeah, I can't see
it. It is. Perez and
Austin, I think it looks that way. Yeah.
That would explain the faces. They're very cool.
Yeah, it is the 10.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, and how about UMK?
Yeah, looks pretty cool. That's interesting. The thing on his eyes, that's interesting mask. It's like the wings. Reminds me of the wings from Captain America's, the side of his head.
Yeah, but it's like under.
On his face, though. Yeah.
Falcon wings.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Who's the guy with the rings? Is that Goblin?
No, he's called the Ringer.
Ring after deadly ring battles.
Oh, I'm sorry. He is a Ringer.
Okay. It's funny. Sometimes I miss the name of the bad guys on the cover. I'm looking at the art. Yeah, I guess I'll go 9 here. Pretty interesting cover.
All righty, and RDV.
You know, I never thought that hula hoops could be so deadly.
Right?
It's the first thing I thought. I was like, it's like at Walmart when they have all the hula hoops over there. It's like some kid's like, I'm gonna be the Ringer.
He just grabbed all the dollar store.
I love the floating heads. It's almost like they're in his mind. Like
they're judging you. Seriously, you get stopped by hula hoop.
Yeah, they're angels helping him. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I've never heard of this guy. I heard of the ringleader, or was it ring governor? But
like from the circus.
But I like this. You know, it's like, yeah, it's cool. The wrath, feel the wrath. It's 10. I like this.
Of the Ringer.
Yeah.
Does
it say ring a ding ding after each one?
A ring a dang dang. Alrighty, and next up would be Amy. What do you say about this?
You know what? I now think they're actually the chance this guy grew up in the carnival. You know,
there you go.
And he thinks he's a giant milk bottle.
They get really good at that. I mean, so I think this is really gorgeous. I like the way the buildings are all rendered. It's kind of a light and sort of a easy way of using the camera angle, since there's so relatively little environmental detail in there, but there's enough to really tell you where you are and how you're looking around, and filling in with the little faces. As floating heads go, those are a lot of fun, and they're just really gorgeous faces. So yeah, I really like this. I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty. It's a very simple cover.
Mm-hmm.
The Ringer kind of reminds you of all the villains that Marvel and DC both have created that just have gone by the wayside. Nobody's clamoring for a Batman issue starring the Eraser anymore, you know.
Wizard.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's a great read too. I do like the floating heads. Goodness. I'm going 9 on this one. Gonna go 9.
The Hulk was gorgeous.
Okay, and let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat today.
Let's see.
Rhaegar.
Yep, it looks like Rhaegar is starting us out with a well-earned 10. Undead Quinn isn't quite as impressed, giving it a 9. Roy Kirk, however, gives us a 10 as well. He says the cover pencils by George Perez and inks are by Pablo Marcus. Marcus.
Marco.
They are lovely. Eric Boyd gives this a 9. Let's see. Ethereal Dragon and Kato both give this a 7. Henry Jeremick says, book number 3. It is the 9. What? There we go. Well, there we go. There's one slick dude giving this an 8.
Jack just says he has to look up the buy, but he says it goes for more than I would have thought. I'm curious though, how much does this book go for?
I don't know. Not 30 cents?
Can't be a key issue.
At my auction, it would go for around $3 if I could get it for the right price.
But I mean, like, if someone's paying 10, 12 bucks for this, I want to know why.
Yeah.
What makes it so special?
Well, it probably is that in men, just because of its age. It's 40 something. Yeah. Okay. That's. I'm not surprised, but on my comic shop though, if you buy the 4s, because most of the 4s are like 6s or 7s anyway.
Yeah. All
If
right.
it's a fun story and it's got pretty art, why
Did
not?
we get Dark Admiral? It's 9. All right.
There you go.
There you go. Let me get through this. We've got 2 7s, 1 8, taking out 3 of the 6 10s, leaving 3 there, 7 9s. And we got this is like the third 9. It's
True story, though.
We're on book 3, and we have 3 9s.
Well, there you go.
True story. He did sound like that when he first started sailing in the Navy. It just usually get seasick.
Whoa. Go for book 4.
The cat?
Yeah, no, Dark Admiral. The March Hare comes from Alice in Wonderland. The Mad Hatter is voiced by Edwin Wynn.
I would love to see fan art of the Dark Admiral March Hare though.
All right. Book 4, MK. What do you say? Issue number 132.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'll say 10. I like the tentacle thing, grabbing the girl, and wing guy there. That's
Angel. Gargoyle, Moon Dragon.
Yeah. Thanks.
Random hentai extras.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I like the whole the scene, That's and I just realized it was interesting. Her outfit in the front is, yeah.
Well, it's the 80s. It's probably the 80s, right?
Early 80s, yeah.
Madonna.
Oh yeah, totally Madonna.
Well,
yeah.
actually, this predates Madonna.
I know. So Madonna actually read comic books.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A little more respect for him.
Yeah,
All
right.
I'll go 10 here. Yeah. I'll go
Okay, so how about you, RDV?
Like I said, this is the costume I know her from. This, I don't seeing her in that gold one. It was just that could have been anybody.
Yeah, the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the costume I like.
Yeah, because
Really?
just it said the blue cape and the blonde hair in a ponytail braided, and then hair on the Pegasus.
Costume changes were in at the time.
I guess so. Really though, the gargoyle guy down there, you don't need him. He just looks weird.
He's a good character, actually.
Yeah.
It looks easy to get the Starfire outfit on.
He had a mini series and everything.
Yep.
But anyway, I'm gonna go 7 with this. I love the detail and everything. Just not a fan of shirtless Angel with wearing the khaki pants at the belt. That's kind of weird.
Okay. All right. How about you, Amy?
I mean, I kind of like this grungy, like dark fantasy style. It has kind of an indie comic vibe. I think that's cool, and I love her little shoes. Those are just adorable. I like the kind of the use of the really large figure in the foreground. What she keeps getting snagged by bad guys, and she always looks like I've got you right where I want you. You can always see that whenever she gets something, you're like, oh, they're in trouble now. Like she's gonna get some. But it's cool seeing Moondragon, a Gargoyle, and Angel in the book. I think this is neat, and I like the warm colors. Whenever you see people doing like golden orange like cloud banks, that's always neat, especially when they can pull it off. I really like this piece. I'll give it a 10.
Okay, and how about you, Eric?
Well, I'm trying to figure out who did it. I've come up with either Alan Weiss or Jeff Isherwood, but if somebody in the chat knows, because I'm not doing very well tonight on covers. So
if y'all could look up who the artist is.
Oh, there's a name right by the Spider-Man logo on the bottom right.
But I think I'm going to give this a 10 also. I like this a lot.
All righty. That's pretty cool. Now, I think that the Gargoyle is drawn way too skinny for this one. Moondragon a little bit dumpy. Like Angel, for what RDV said, is one of the best elements of the cover. So is Valkyrie, and I do like your assessment of it. How she's captured, it still looks like I got you right where I want you. It's got some good, it's got some bad. You take them both there, you have the facts of life. But in this case, I'm gonna go 8 on this one.
Looks like
how about you, Pixel?
Looks like Plunkett on there.
And I have no idea. I have no recollection of Sandy Plunkett, whoever that was.
Yeah.
Well,
Alan,
at least I got the
Wait.
Alan Weiss was the inker though.
Did you say this was an 8?
Yeah, I'm gonna rate this one an 8.
This is a 10. 8 10. Thank you.
good to see you.
Yeah, just like I said, the skinny Gargoyle is really, and the dumpy Moondragon is throwing me off. All right, let's get to the chat.
Let's see.
All right. Little Rhaegar starting us off with a 10. Because Valkyrie.
Those dams!
Then we have Darth Amy, we have Darth Kato coming in.
Darth Kato says meow 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 10 meow meow meow, which means roughly 10. This is an awesome cover.
I wouldn't say roughly unless he's a dog.
Meowly.
Meowly then.
One slick dude says that this is a 10. Nice details and good inks.
Hi, Tony Hayes.
Yes.
Eric Boyd gives this a 10.
June 84. Okay. Yeah, it's just his. So this comic is 41 years old in June.
Ethereal Dragon gives this an 8.
Cool. And Henry Jeremick says book number 4. Valkyrie is drawn well. It is the 8.
Jackson Roykirk would like to say that this is an 8.
Tony Hayes agrees that this is an 8.
Wait. You mean we're not going to get the other guy saying, Tony Hayes is in my brain?
Tony Hayes is in my brain.
Why do you do that, VENKMAN?
Because I want us all to suffer.
But haven't we suffered enough?
Well, somebody let Pixel in, so no one's complaining about that.
Apparently not. Yeah, you're right. I mean, congratulations, Pixel.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Are you the store manager now?
No, I'm a team lead for customer service.
Where did we leave off here?
We did 20 Hayes. Now we're going on to the next person, which would be
Looks like
Dark Animal Machia says, "Yeah, what's up, Doc? It's a 9." And that's
everyone says hi,
They're all
Pixel.
saying hi, Pixel.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
And then they said, we don't care.
I think they said, we know.
And
then they said, we don't care.
And they also said, holy heck, where is Michael Taylor?
We would have had our first 10 had somebody not gone 9 and instead of gone 10, just any one person. But it is 1, 7, 5 8s, 1 9, and 7 10. So this is a 9. All right.
How high is Pixel?
They are all the 9s.
So
Pix-
far,
So Pixel, are you?
4 books, 4 9s, ladies and gentlemen.
How do you feel about being richer now with $2?
$2.50.
I know, right? It keeps going up. We're counting our money as a monetization. Like it went from like 50 cents.
Oh, for that, yeah, no.
We're we're like $2. Yay!
Hey, no, that is nothing to go ahead. We are right now set to earn like 280 something, which
Hey, it took me a year. It took me a year to get my first check.
Wait a second. YouTube gave you a bigger raise than Publix?
Yes, they did. But
Alrighty, so let's get on to book 5, and Pixel's here, so he could snag that. Book 5 is issue number 52.
I do just want to say, whereas Publix is giving me a 50-cent raise from what I previously had, YouTube is giving me a $2.80 raise from nothing. So
That's right. That's infinitely percentage more.
So YouTube, where videos are a pleasure.
I wonder if that's from the shorts, man. Like you said, that's over 6,000.
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's that, and then we're getting good views, and I think that this is a good cover. But I'm not a fan of how some of the. Oh no, his arm is positioned oddly, but not as odd as I thought because it was blending in with Hellcat. But all in all, this is a rough one, so I'm going to go 7. It's good, but it could be better.
Okay, and how about you, RDB?
The small Namor. Wow.
Two baby hands.
Oh, tiny baby hands. Look at tiny baby Valkyrie over there. Hey, look, the cat's in here too. I didn't recognize her first. And she's swinging in from the title. That's always great. It has a 10 to it. So this is going to be a 10. I like this. The Hulk is just going to bring his elbow down on Namor's head and just either shatter his elbow.
Give him the bionic elbow, if you will.
I know, that's what I thought too. It's a 10, dude. I like this. It's good, cool.
All right, Amy.
This is such an interesting piece. It's got a lot of things in it where you're kind of like, not really, but it's got such cool graphic art flair and style about it. And I always appreciate artists kind of approaching a piece from both angles. So it's such an interesting piece, and I really like the color and the use of environment and the characters. I really do like this piece. So it's definitely a 10.
Okay. Eric.
Well, far be it from me not to give an Eli Katz cover a 10, so it is a 10.
All righty. MK, what do you say?
Hey, it's Rob. What's up, man? Pixel, I'm sorry. Yeah, Pixel. Yeah, wrong guy. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so I'll say 9. Pretty cool cover. Lots of yellow.
Nice.
Did you just say Rob?
Yeah, I thought you were Rob for a second.
Have you been watching the Extreme Movie Show?
Oh, my question is, have you been drinking? The icon looks nothing like.
Not even.
I know. I
Rob has Sherlock Holmes up.
All righty. Let's get to the chat. I give this an 8. I think it's good, but nothing more. All right, going on to the chat.
Okay, let's see here. I know Eric Boyd gave us a number and it just clipped away. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Eric Boyd starts us off with a 7. And, that Admiral March Hare agrees, giving it a 7 as well.
Henry Jamek says book number 5. It's the great one, Gil Kane, and his dynamics. This is a 10.
Why do I feel like that needs a hot cha?
Hot shot! No.
Not with him, but
He needs a hot shot cowbell.
Need some boots. Put some boots.
It's Patsy. Hey.
The Jackson Roy Cook says 9. Zach, is that you?
Darth Kato says 8. Putting Valkyrie that far back and making her that small is a crime.
Yeah, fix it right, meow.
Yeah. Well, I feel like she's going to be up in the foreground setting things straight in probably like 2 seconds.
Well, that one slick dude, he comes in with an 8 asses. Some of his head and neck don't look right. And what is he supposed to be grabbing, darn dang nabbit?
It's like a muffler, maybe?
Well, Damer's got tiny baby hands.
Mhm.
And then the Hulk's foot's covered because Rob Liefeld's probably drawing this.
At least he kind of gestured towards an ankle.
Tony Hayes gives this an 8 as well.
But, dude, the best thing about this cover is that the fact that Patsy is just going, wee, in the background, not doing anything. Just
Oh, yeah.
swinging.
Woohoo, yay! What are you guys doing? I'm having fun.
And Theo Dragon comes in with a 10.
All right.
And there is no CBM tomorrow posted in the sports book.
Okay, so we have 3 7s taking out 3 of those 5 10s, then 4 8s taking out the last 2 10s, and the last 2 9s. This is an 8. Alrighty, let's see. We go for book 6, and RDV will lead us off on that one. And here we go. Book 6 of the Defenders, giant size number 4.
It's kind of like the first one.
Oh, it's Yellow Jacket. I was like, why is he so small? Then I realized it's Yellow Jacket.
Oh, well, yeah, that would do it. He just went bonk into that guy's head.
Wait, they swapped out Valkyrie and the other babe? Wow. Are these guys in the background? Yeah. Honestly, the Hulk looks really awesome in this. Hyperion looks kind of wonky again. But like, just look at this cover. Those two fighting, it's like Superman versus the Hulk.
Oh, they were both really strong characters.
Yeah, basically Hyperion is Superman.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're supposed to be like the evil. They're like the Marvel version of Justice League, but they're evil.
Almost literally, because they were doing it as a joke to do. They really wanted to do Marvel versus DC, Justice League versus Avengers, but they didn't have the rights, so they tried to sneak it in by making the not Suicide Squad.
Dr. Spectrum
Right,
is like was it Green Lantern, Nighthawk is Batman, Hyperion is Superman, and the Wizard is the Flash. But they don't have the Thunder chick that's usually with them.
Right.
Princess Power?
Power Princess, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. But even though, I'm going to give this a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Amy?
Yeah, this seems like a pretty cool cover. I like the little icon there with the characters all standing in profile in a little circle. That's cool. Nice Doctor Strange. Hulk looks good. Nighthawk. Is this the fellow in the front?
Yep. It's just saying.
Yeah.
Few humans killed Nighthawk. Now we kill you.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably okay though. And yeah, it seems like a pretty good cover. I could see giving this a 10.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
Well, considering Hulk and Hyperion and Doctor Strange and Dr. Spectrum have been fighting since Defenders 13,
right?
they gotta be getting pretty tired.
I think so.
All right.
But I'm giving this a 10.
All righty, and MK.
Yeah, I like the action in the background. That flying missile guy. Who is that? Who's the guy with the yellow?
Yellow Jacket.
Oh, Yellow Jacket. Okay.
Look at the arrow.
Jacket.
Arrow pointing right to him. It says Yellow Jacket.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm always looking at the art and not the words and the lettering and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he gets his comic books. He doesn't read the words. He just looks at the pictures.
I can't read.
Yeah, I especially like the Strange fight back there. He's like, zapping from the air. Yeah, I'll go 10. Cool cover. Yeah.
All righty, and Pixel. What do you say here?
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel.
This is it's just too well done for it to be anything else. This is a 10.
All righty, and I'm agreeing. This is so much an improvement on the first issue that we did tonight. And so let's go. Let's get to the chat. We're unanimous. All right.
All right. We've got to go for book 6. Oh, and the Henry Jeremic is starting us off with book 6. Great Kill Kane Dynamics. It is the 10.
Eric and Boyd says 9.
Let's see. We've
Little
got, there you go.
gives it a 10.
Let's see. One slick dude gives it a 9. Harperion looks a little more tubby than muscular. He didn't have enough for their drawing.
The Jackson Roy Cook says that this is an 8.
And the Dark Admiral March Hare says 10. It is a good cover.
It's true. It's true. Tony Hayes says Tony 8. What did he eat?
And Darth Kato says 7. This reminds me of the first cover we ranked tonight. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It was a lot like this one.
And Ethereal Dragon gives it a 9.
And, well, let's see. It looks like that's all the numbers we have for right now.
Alrighty, let me put the stop then. Okay, and what we have here is 1 7, 2 8s, and 3 9s trying to take on 8 10s and missing by 2. Ladies and gentlemen, our first 10 of the night.
Was there yet?
We did it! We did it!
We did it! That's
Adrian. We did it.
It does feel like an accomplishment.
All right.
I don't know.
And let's see, go for book 7. And this time around, it is Amy leading us off. Okay.
Oh,
This is the first
nice.
10. The 9s are going to be a pain.
And then you have Defenders number 50.
Oh.
Look,
Huh.
it's Moon Knight in the background. How
Oh,
dare
yeah,
they?
it was. Oh, there she comes swinging in again. Whee, I'm here too.
See, another costume change.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's the original one. Oh, no, it's not orange.
Got our cool capes. That's all right. See, I told you he's all right. He's there and he's unhappy and he's zapping energy.
Fancy in the background. Just randomly thrown in there.
Whee!
Don't forget me.
she's catching up.
Yep. Yay.
She's clawing at the actual cover. She's breaking the fourth wall.
That would be funny, just grabbing and then kind of sliding down the book.
That's what she's doing. Look, that's the claw marks from her because her hands turn around.
Yep.
So
This is a fine cover. I feel like it's a little cluttered and a little lopsided in the detail. Maybe it's just because it's harder to make out the characters in the foreground since they're black and just like red, so it feels a little unbalanced. But overall, I would say things are drawn and inked well. It's not quite as easy on the eyes, I think. But it's still, I would say, a 9.
Okay. And how about you, Eric?
So I'm pretty sure this is Al Milgram. Could have used Klaus Janson inking. Whoever did this, if it isn't Al, whoever did this, you could have used it. Best I can give this is a 7.
Okay. And then we have MK.
yo, what's up? It's MK.
Okay.
Yeah, I will go. I'll go 9 here.
Alrighty. Pixel.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel.
Hi, I'm perplexed.
Hello,
You're
perplexed
perplexed?
Pixel.
Hi,
Um,
PB.
I don't understand how anybody can give it as low as a 7. This is really good. The only thing that I have problems with is Moon Knight looks a little weird, but everything else looks solid. I like it a lot. I'm going to give it a 10.
Alrighty. And I think it's a 9. So let's move
What about
to
RDV?
Oh, okay. RDV. Sure. Why not?
Hi, I'm the other Pixel.
Hi, other Pixel.
We know.
I like the fact that the Moon Knight's playing Leapfrog. He's like, hey, what's up, guys?
She's coming up behind him too.
No, he's going, look out, Nighthawk, I swear I can't fly.
Hopefully he doesn't land on Valkyrie's sword.
Yeah, don't do that.
But just the poses, and I don't mind the costume, but I always thought it was kind of weird that women wear like the one shoulder exposed. Like it's supposed to be like, oh, I'm showing some skin.
It's pretty.
It's your shoulder. No one cares about the shoulder.
She's pretty.
Tell that to the millions and millions of people that saw Flashdance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That yeah.
It's probably supposed to have like a toga vibe.
Toga.
Oh, yeah.
Toga.
Oh, yeah.
No, just me.
Anyway, though,
Where is Melissa? I need her support. I'm pretty sure she'd agree that that's pretty good.
She is sadly in the code mines
Pixel,
tonight.
you're not puppeteen. You don't need a fist. All right.
So what do you score, RDV?
I'm scoring this as a 10 because I just love the kookiness in there. The whole thing with the cat in the background, Moon Knight just jumping over, yay, and just like
back. It wouldn't stay away.
All right, let's get to the chat.
All right. It looks like we're starting off with Rhaegar tonight.
Yes. Oh, but that kooky crazy Dark Admiral March Hare saying, yeah, it's a 10, Dak.
Yep, Rhaegar agrees with that. Ethereal Dragon's giving it an 8.
Once like dude says, I'm not a fan of this Valkyrie costume. 8.
No?
Expand on that, once like dude.
Eric Boyd gives this a 9. And Tony Hayes is wondering, why is she always swinging in from the back? Now, didn't we just read a Spider-Man and the cat? Is this the same cat?
That's Tiger. This is a different.
This is a different cat character. Because I remember they were both like web slinging, except
Patsy Walker took over the costume that Greer wore when she was the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she became Hellcat.
Oh.
Instead of the cat.
Oh, okay. All right.
She even dated the Devil's Son.
That's probably
married him.
Yeah, that's
And
not a
married
good idea. Anyway, Tony Hayes does give it an 8. And Henry Jeremick says, book number 7. A Milgram cover. This is the cool book versus a better version than the original Zodiac. It is the 8.
Then Comrade Doth Ketos is perfect 10. Now this is more like Valkyrie front and center where she belongs. And you get the Moonlight chilling out in the back. This cover is amazing.
And Tony Hayes says, is that Governor Pandemonium?
Jackson Roykirk says, yeah, all Milgram. It's a 7.
Moon Knight.
See, Pixel, with age comes wisdom.
Moon Knight had a weird costume when he wasn't drawn by Don Perlin. I noticed that when he's in other books, they didn't seem like it was that much detail put into him. I noticed that he's drawn a little bit too bright.
I'm sure that's Perlin's design because he probably only had about a dozen appearances.
But it's not him drawing it though. It's excited. Yeah, people imitating him and it doesn't work. What's left?
That's that, right?
All of our numbers.
I think that is. Yeah.
We have 2 6s taking out 2 of the 5 10s. Then we have 4 8s taking out the 3 of those 10s and 1 of the 9s. 3 9s left over. We're back to the 9 column, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, as Darth Kiddo says, I Russian cat, comrade. Hello.
A Russian cat has to be spelled with.
Well, there are things like it's called a Russian blue. They're the breed.
All righty, gang. Let's see. We are on book number 8.
My cat spoke fluently Russian.
8 already, and that I believe that was
he meowed in Russian. He's like,
that was Amy. This is Eric's turn to lead us off.
Yep.
All right, and we have Defenders number 94.
That's why she got tired of the background.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Miss Michael Golden.
I'm looking for initials on this because sometimes they don't initial.
We do have a Michael Golden show coming up, by the way.
Well, Henry chose his covers when
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I really, really like this cover. It is okay. I was right. And I'm going to go 1 higher than Henry. I'm going to give us a 10.
All righty. How about UMK?
Let's see here. Yeah, I like the pose from the Hellcat. Yeah. And yeah, looks cool. I like the green too, like the demonic stuff going on in the background. Whatever that is. And yeah, I think I'll go 10 here. And also a question for you guys. So who do you think, Grateful Dead or Manfred Mann? Who's better?
I think we did Grateful Dead.
Yeah, but he didn't put him up against Manfred Mann.
Who the hell's that?
Well, Manfred Mann had some acclaim in the '60s and had a comeback in the late '70s, covering Bruce Springsteen songs.
The fact that I don't have to go, who's great?
Yes, thank you, Pixel, for your 10.
What do you say, Pixel? Oh, okay. He says 10. What do you score this, MK?
Oh, yeah, no, I said 10 too. Also,
okay. Yeah. RDV.
Yeah, she looks like she got possessed, and now she actually is a cat person like Tigra. Wow. And yeah, I like the design. You know, the background looks very supernatural. It looks like a green flame, and you have elements coming out of it, like little demonic elements. Dude, Barda doesn't care. She's just, I'm just gonna start swinging my sword at people.
Did you say Barda?
Yeah,
that's what she reminds me of sometimes with those her outfit. So, well, she became Shield Maiden later on. Like I said, they kept changing her name. So what's the point?
But don't forget the important thing. She started living her true self in 2012.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go 12 with this. We'll drop it down to a 10 to appease the overlord.
Okay. And how about Amy?
This is really interesting. I always like seeing artists do something with just kind of a cool graphic art approach to it, and this kind of staggered tier that the characters are kind of arranged on with the little characters kind of as a background element. It's just a really interesting approach. Sometimes you'll see that in a lot of in some kind of contemporary pop art, where they'll take like a section of something and just kind of fill it in with like little doodled characters. And it always is really interesting. And I think that works well with the flat greens and then the characters with the bright colors on front of it. It's nice having the colors more in the background so they frame the characters with the bright colors in the foreground rather than just kind of making the eye go away from the characters to kind of like this mass of something that should kind of be behind them. But yeah, I really enjoyed this piece. I think this is very well done. I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty. That is awesome. And I'm agreeing. I love this cover. Always have. Let's go to the wait, nope. 1, 2, 3.
I started off.
Okay, so it should be Eric. I'm dropping way quick. Okay, there you go. Eric.
What?
Did you score this, right?
I did.
Yeah, we all did.
But I gotta ask, Tony, was it you or the Grateful Dead that was on LSD that night?
MK, did you score this one?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I was the first guy. No, I was the second guy, I think.
Yeah. It was Eric started. I think did Eric, you started us off on this.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a 10.
Amy scored it too. Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yeah. All right. There we go. Everybody scored. Okay, got it. My head went away for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. We have start off with Henry.
Henry Jeremick says book number 8, and no one asked for Beast Boy, so that's who you're getting. Golden cover. It's a 9.
Little Rhaegar says 8.
Eric Boyd he's kind of feeling that 9. He's going 9 with this.
And then we have the one slick dude coming in with a 10 saying, I like this layout.
Right? It's fun. Darth Kato says, meow, meow, meow. 10++, which means something along the lines of 10++. I love this cover. Enough said.
Then we got the crazy rabbit coming in with a 10.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Really?
Raven.
Right,
Rated as Raven.
oh, well, I guess the Jackson Roy Cook gives it a golden 6.
Or not.
I'm not sure why it's golden. For which one?
No, I was just saying because he's given a 6, and the golden is like artist.
Golden. Ugh. 6. Let's see here. Is Golden the artist? The artist?
Yeah, Michael Golden
Yeah.
is the artist. That's why I see it.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
trying to figure
You're
out.
like, I know you're like, there's no gold on the
What?
what? Yeah.
Very little.
Jody Hayes says 8. I like demons on the end of the pixel finger.
Pixel finger.
Oh, Ethereal Dragon says 5. Doctor Strange looks like Elvis.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Honestly, I think that should give it at least 2 more points.
Nicolas Cage Elvis? What was that?
Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage. You mean Spider-Man?
Yales.
I really hope because that show's better than it is. It's because that trailer, he sounded really old doing the narration.
He is old.
I know, but I mean,
that's
like,
what makes it great. That is going to be.
but I don't know if they're going for him.
But wait, don't they mention something like he's in retirement or he's going to retire or something?
My question I was telling Zach is that if it's like him telling the story back when he was a boy, I'll approve of it. But if it's supposed to be him, like
When I
a
was a
younger
boy.
version of him, and he's just like, oh, that's my young voice.
It might be. It sounds like it might be the Dark Knight version of Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay. Hey, all I care about is the writing. If the writing is good, I'll like it. If it's bad, it's bad.
Wasn't it 10,000 Miles to Graceland?
All I care.
5,000. By the way, that
5,000.
show was awesome. And yeah, I think that was Kurt Russell though.
Yeah, Kurt
Might
Russell.
be the prequel.
All right. Anyway, do we have all the numbers?
I believe so.
Yeah.
All righty. So we are 1-5. We've got 1-7, and then we have 2 8s and 3 9s. And they are going after 9 10s. That's not happening, bro. This is our second 10 of the evening. All righty. And we are rounding the corner. We are in the last third of the night. I always think of it that way as we hit issue number 9. And who started that one off? Eric started that one off, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All righty. 10, 11, 12. All right. And so that means this one is, the next one is with MK. 6, 5, 4, 3.
So yeah, the only time Nicholas, as I was trying to think of Nicolas Cage dressed up as Elvis in a movie, that was Honeymoon in Vegas. That's what it was.
Oh, I love Honeymoon in Vegas. Here you go, MK. What do you think?
James Caan is a villain in that movie.
Also, Bradley Cooper is going to voice Joe Rowan in the movie. Okay. Let's see. So I guess this one I'll say, 10. I like it. You know,
All righty.
Strange and Hulk beating up and Namor beating up demons. Assuming they're demons. Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Pixel?
I get that they're demons, but that is a lot of red. That is so much red. It's drawn well.
I saw red.
Um,
I opened up the door.
well, once you're done, you can certainly say you've read it.
True.
This is a good cover. Nothing too spectacular though. I mean, you have all that white, but if you put anything in the background, it would be overbearing. I'm going 9. I think 9 is a good number for this.
All righty. How about you, RDV?
I prefer the Chevelle scene, right? But yeah, I love the pixel finger blasts from Drug James Mason.
Yeah.
The Hulk getting ready to throw a bunch of Mephistos around.
Mm-hmm.
Namor is just like, this. Give me someone to beat up. He doesn't care. He's like, oh, we're on a mission. I'm just murdering people.
Look, bad guys.
But oh no, it's a Rob Liefeld white background. Oh no. he got upset because somebody pointed out, why is there no background in your panels?
You did your establishment shot earlier. You don't really need them.
But I still like this. This is a 9 for me though.
All righty.
Cover pencils by Rich Butler.
How about you, Amy? What do you see? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the really, really thick red on all of the characters. Like, it looks like there's some little demon-y characters, I guess. But then this looks like just, I don't know, more like a dude. It's hard to say. It's a shame because it's distracting and it sort of buries the details. But this drawing is so good.
So I can't really fault it for that. At least it doesn't take away more than the drawing I think is putting out there. So I really do like the strength of the construction of the characters, their anatomy, the poses, the action. It looks really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10.
This
Alrighty.
Christmas, the Hulk takes on red monsters.
Yep.
Eric, what do you think of this one?
10.
All righty. And I am going to agree. I love this. So far, this is my favorite cover of the night. All right, let's go to the chat. And we have we have Erica Boyd leading us off.
Aw.
Eric and Boyd starts us off with a 9. So does Rhaegar.
Gives it a 9. Henry Jeremick, I'm singing this for some reason. Book number 9, Rubinstein Inks, really helps this Rich Buckler cover. It is the 9.
There's a reason why he's a Dark Admiral, March Hare, because he's encouraging E to sing. He says 9 in great song, E.
I Saw Red by Warren.
You who also saw Red? Regan.
Video Dragon gives this an 8.
Very cool. Jackson Roykirk says, not a fan of Rubinstein, but it is a 9.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, Darth Kato comes in with a 9. He says, Hulk hates red. Hulk smash.
It clashes with his green, I suppose.
One slick dude says 9. Good drawing. Just too much red.
Right?
They asked how much red should they use, and the answer they got was yes. It's Kato
Yep.
said.
That was funny.
Yes.
That was funny. That was funny.
Do you think we're not using enough red? No, just keep doing it.
It's fine. Go ahead and put it on the Hulk, but the Hulk is green.
It
Fine.
clashes, yeah. Like I said, it's like a Christmas bash. I'll go.
All righty. Now we have 2 8s taking out 2 10 of the 4 10s, and then we have 8 9s taking the rest of them. This is definitely a 9.
What do you see with your Pyromania eyes, Amy? Says Theo Dragon.
Alright. Boy, do we have a lot of 9s.
We have a lot of 9s.
I know, as I said, like, who cares what
This
the
is what the
9s are?
board looks like right now.
At this point, if the battle comes down, what the 10s are going to be, because no one cares about the 9s, the rackets.
It all comes down to the bracket fights, but it's fun. It's
I
fun.
got a feeling it's going to be hot. It is.
We could probably save time skipping everything but the 10s for the brackets if y'all want. If you guys actually in the chat, let me know. Do you think we should skip all the others and just go for the 10s? Because that's what matters. That's what goes to the bracket fights. If you want to do all of them, okay, I'm fine with that. But if you guys want to change it up where we're only doing the 10s, it does save time. So it's up to you guys. It's up to the chat. You guys vote on
I'm
that.
curious, so which out of the 9s would you guys actually bump up to a 10?
Oh,
What-
I would go with
You can only move one up there. What would you move up there, and what would you take down for the 10s?
In my opinion,
Obviously, this is a personal scores. Then I would put the one we just did up into the 10s. I really do like that.
I think I'd go with the Valkyrie and the Moon Dragon.
Yeah,
I like the moon one.
the king size. All right. Well, anyway, we're on book 10. That was Amy who led us off on that, right?
I don't.
I look comics. The 8 should be a 10. He says.
Say what?
He's saying your 8 was supposed to be a 10.
8 was supposed to be a 10. Did I?
Or something. I don't know. He says the 8 was supposed to be a 10. So.
Oh yeah, it was. It was. What? Which one was 8? I guess it was the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
All right, this one. All right, so we have 3 10s. All righty, there we go.
Hello there, Leon Helly. Welcome.
And let's see. I believe it is actually Eric's turn, right? Because that was Amy. So here you go, Eric. Issue number 96.
I just thought off 2 covers ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did? So this is Pixel then.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Okay.
You don't say.
Oh my god, this is amazing. This is a 10. Easiest 10 of the night. This is my favorite cover thus far. Great. Fantastic. 10.
Alrighty.
It's so cool.
You give it a 10. How about you, RDV?
It's getting a little hot tonight. It's a 10.
Alrighty then. And Amy, what do you think?
Oh, yeah, the structure on this, the layout, the way they use the colors to kind of divide up the levels and kind of the cool highlights from little edge lighting there. And just the structure he actually managed to put into Ghost Rider's bike. This is a great drawing. I'll give it a 10.
Okay.
He's young because he's got a hot crotch.
Well, it's like
Hot bike.
maybe
Hot
he's
bike.
singing opera.
And how about you, Eric?
10.
Alrighty. And we are being unanimous today. Well, so far. MK, what do you think?
I'll say 10. Fire.
All right. We are all unanimous here. So let's go to the chat.
Yeah. Everybody's feeling hot, hot, hot.
Ethereal Dragon starting us off with an 8.
Yeah, yep, yeah, Rhaegar says, I know this isn't going to be in the 10s, but if it, I'm going 10.
Eric and Boyd says 10. This cover is lit.
And March Hair agrees. 10 all day and twice on Sunday. This has got to be signed by Golden.
One sleek dude coming in saying 9, too many flames on the bike. Said no one ever.
Boo!
You probably couldn't even drive something if it had that much fire.
He has a
on it.
flaming skull and flaming hands, but you draw
But
the line at the motorcycle. It's supernatural.
That's not even the worst one here. Look right here. Oh, we actually go ahead and somebody take Jackson.
All right.
Where do you want me to take him? Out back and give him a whooping?
Yes.
Darth Kato says this is a perfect 10. If you look up cool in the dictionary, you will see this cover.
Okay.
All right, I'll do this one.
Oh.
In a world where a poor man suffers from 4 senses syndrome, more Golden 7.
Henry Jamek's book number 10, another Michael Golden cover. The Ghost Rider alone makes it a 10, but I don't like the demon face. Makes it a 9.
It looks like a dragon almost. He's shooting the fire towards him.
He's like a little monster.
Actually, it looks more like the more I look at it. Remember that Bug Queen in the Turtles book we read?
Yeah.
it looks more like
Does
that.
look like her.
From the Archie comics.
That book has some really great monster designs in it.
She had some cayenne pepper. Now she's burping on fire. Too much Cajun.
All right. Where did we leave off?
With you rounding up the numbers.
Alrighty. Then that is 1 8, 2 9s, and 10 10s. So it's a 10, which is good because this really is one of the best covers of the night. Alrighty. And right now we're sitting with 4 10s, 5 9s, and 1 8. Let's go to Pixel. As we say, go for book 11.
But I started the last one.
You started this one?
I started the guy.
Okay, go to RDV then.
Oh my god, it's so cool. It's the
Yes,
coolest thing.
RDV then I meant. Here you go. This is
Other Pixel.
Yeah, other Pixel. This is Giant Size Defender number 3. Isn't this first appearance of Korvac? No.
Yeah.
It isn't. Yeah, it is. It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was right. Hey. Okay, anyway.
It's new when the Grand Governor plays, the prize is Earth. Oh, wasn't the Grand Governor? Wasn't that oh, what's his name? Escapes my mind. Life Will Find a Way.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum played him in the
Goldblum.
movies.
Yeah. So I expect Jeff Goldblum cover ranking from Pixel tonight. Ranking this book. No, I like this. You got Daredevil on there too. The Man Without Fear. Namor, who's just constantly in battle. He's a man of few words.
No, he's just punching stuff.
And then there's Man-Bat up there.
Oh, yeah.
And a guy with a pizza for a shield.
Right? I looked at that and immediately went, look, it's a pizza.
For a shield.
That's amazing.
It's the Noid from Domino's.
Yeah, there you go. The pizza shield.
But yeah, this is kooky and crazy. I'll give it an 8.
All righty. We got Kooky Crazy 8 from RDV. Amy, what do you think?
Yeah, I think an 8 sounds right for that. I do love the pizza shield. Compared to some of the other things, it isn't quite as strong, but it's still a fun cover.
It'd be cool if it was actually
Eric.
Liz down there.
Yeah.
I'll go one higher. I'll go 9.
All righty. And MK.
Yeah, pizza shields. Yeah, I'll go. I think I will say, yeah, I'll go 9.
All righty then.
The only thing I'd fix on this is that the bubble on the top where they're all at. The Hulk should not be shorter than Doctor Strange in Big Bertha. Sorry. I mean Valkyrie, who is the height of Big Bertha in that bubble.
I think the height thing came with Dale Keown and all them. I don't know. He was drawn tall in other ones, but I remember some books where it was not.
Sometimes Hulk was drawn to look really short.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to have him like down a little, if you could, maybe that's what they're going for. If it looked like he was kind of hunkered down, then you could roll his shoulders sort of forward and have his chin kind of like half
the
covered by
hide.
it. Right. So like he's kind of hunkered over and down a bit, not standing upright. Then it would just be like he's just sort of squatting there in front of everybody.
Pixel, what do you think this?
So funny story. When the Marvel RPG was happening on this channel, I had to go ahead and look for a bunch of pictures of the Grandmaster, and this one came up, and I was like, "Oh, I can't use this, but I love it. This is fantastic. The Grandmaster will come in, and we're going to have a great time. This is going to be a 10. Yes, indeed."
It kind of looks like a Whoville, doesn't character, doesn't he?
I
Wispy hair and the Grinch mouth.
I've always loved this. I've loved this cover mainly because I like the book. I like the Korvac saga and everything. So Grandmaster's awesome. I'm giving it a 10. It's a 10.
Whenever you guys say Korvac saga, I get confused with the Avengers 200.
Oh, no,
Let's get to the chat.
Let's go get to the chat.
Let's go to the chat today.
Doo-doo.
It looks like Eric and Boyd is leading us off.
All right. He's starting us off with an 8. Rhaegar
also says it's 10.
The Ariel Dragon agrees with that 10.
And that one slight dude coming back with a 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes 8 and 7. It's like countdown.
There you go.
But then we go back to 9 with Roy Kirk.
Mm-hmm. And Darth Kato says 8. It's fine.
What does Raven say?
Henry Jeremick says, book number 11. I picked it just because I liked this book, not because of the cover. Whatever. It's a 7.
Let's see. The Hulk was sitting.
That is that.
Darth Kato says he wants a piece of shield because after battle you can have lunch.
That's right.
Yeah. I got a 30% coupon on a pizza that ends at on Sunday.
Oh, I know what you're having before Sunday.
I think so. I want to go and check this place out. We've never been to it before. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so anyway, let's see. We have 2 7s taking out 2 of the 4 10s. We've got 5 8s taking out the last 2 10s and all 3 9s. So this is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. And we have 1 cover left. That was Pixel, right?
Hi. No, that was RDB.
RDV. So, Amy, you're going to end the evening with us tonight.
Okay.
So, we're going to say
Burn
go
it down.
for book 12. All right.
All right. Book
There we
12.
go. And we have for book 12 is issue number 124.
Ooh. Hey, it's Gargoyle again.
Tiny baby wings.
Maybe I remember him as bigger. I don't know, but because he's drawn skinny here too.
Well,
All
when
right.
you look at gargoyles like on the side of the buildings and stuff, they're usually fairly like thin little things. 'Cause they're kind of like dressing on the side of a building. They're not too big. But this is really cool, right? I like this. I like seeing kind of a different style. Portions are good. She's got her cute shoes back, which is nice. Angel looks good. I love the almost like reddish, purpley colors and oranges all kind of blending together with these strong blues. It's just like a
Like they're in
really
a desert mountain or something.
yeah. It's a really great strong accent with a minimal palette. And I do like minimal palettes when they're done really well. And that's like Gerson, he does such a good job with those. And this artist does too. Yeah, I like this. I really do like this. I'll give it a 10.
All righty. Eric.
Looks like that Sandy Pumpkin back again.
You know, it took me a minute to get past the minimum palettes. Did I say that right?
Minimum palettes.
Okay, that's cool. Nah, it's a 10.
All right. And how about you, MK?
Yeah, great art. I like the details on everybody. The background's cool. I'll go 10 too. And also, I have a question for you guys. So, if you had a choice to watch NASCAR or horse racing, they know other sports existed. Which would you choose?
Can I
Horse
combine?
racing.
I want the horses racing the cars. Okay.
No,
What if the horses are driving the cars?
I've been to a NASCAR race, and they are interesting for that amount of. But yeah, I think horse racing. I don't know. I've never been to a horse race. Yeah. All
I
right,
don't care about
Pixel. What do
either
you say?
one. I could not. I can't care less. No offense. Sorry. I'm sports. I turned my brain off.
Oh, okay.
Horses
So
are
I'm
cute.
just curious. Yeah.
This is a 10.
All right. And RDV.
So he's like that cat. If you hold up two hands at once, his brain freezes. He can't comprehend. So if I start talking sports, that's how I disable him.
It's an off switch?
Pretty much. I love the majestic pose from Angel. They're standing up on a cliff, and you got the wind lines. You can see going wrapping her up, goes up, and then it goes around her leg, goes down. The only thing that ruins this cover for me is that gargoyle cover with the tiny baby wings. There's no way he can fly. They're they're pointless.
That's kind of what gargoyles look like. But
It's like Starfire before they started there. I was like, you know what? The costume would look better on Starfire.
well, I mean, anything will look better on Starfire.
It's the purple and the orange that keeps throwing me off. It's like this.
You're not Starfire.
Right?
Well, that's hardly my fault.
And I'm also not a fan of Hank looking like really tiny. I like him like he is in the cartoon series. Like he's drawn a little bigger, wider.
So you don't like the tiny Hank hands.
Tiny Hank body.
There you go.
So I'm gonna go 7 with this.
All right.
Because it is a majestic pose and stuff, but it's like it feels like it'd be different if they were like the Avengers, you know, like the guy and the girl with the cane and they're back to back posing. But they're supposed to be superheroes. Them standing majestic like this is just kind of boring. Like, hey, we're robbing the bank down here. All right.
Okay, so let's get to the chat then.
All right. It looks like Tony Hayes is starting us off with an 8.
One's the dude says 8. Static poses just don't do it for me. I hear you, brother.
Darth Kato says we're ending this really strong. It's a 10 all day long.
Ethereal Dragon says 8.
I appreciate the brain. Let's see. Oh,
Eric Boyd says 7. Strike a pose. Gargoyle does look too skinny compared to other versions I have seen. Yeah, I don't have that point of reference, so I don't know.
Well, you see, Little Rhaegar comes in with a 10. And I like what Eric says in there. I don't know if he's going for the Madonna reference, strike a pose, Vogue.
Henry Jamix is book number 12. Well done, but not a fan. Pose the covers. So, it's an 8.
Right. This show made me a fan of Valkyrie, I guess. You should see listed a Defenders cover that is in the rankings. It's got Valkyrie and she's riding on her Pegasus.
Yep.
It's really
it's
cool.
already in the bracket.
Yeah. That's a nice.
Admiral March has says 10.
Good night, One Slick.
And that looks like it's it.
All righty. Got the stop, and we have 3 7s, 4 8s, taking on 8 10s and losing by 1. So, ladies and gentlemen, the last book of the night is the last 10 of the night.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. If you're talking about that's the only thing left is for sports, the world was horse racing or NASCAR, I still wouldn't watch it.
I would watch it.
I watch
anyway.
sports.
But at least I feel like if you're watching it on TV or if you're watching it in person, because
NASCAR, you're like every 5 seconds, what? Oh,
What?
hey,
Exactly,
what?
right?
I can attest that's exactly how it is. Okay, I see the cars way over there. Mew. That was awesome. Yeah.
And then it gets quiet, and then it gets rolled out again. It just drives
No,
you
it's
nuts.
never quiet because you can always hear the tires on the road, but it is very exciting as all the cars, and they're only 0.2 seconds away from each other, so it really does work. And if you get a wreck, that's awesome. We had a wreck that happened on the home stretch at the end of the race, and it is very exciting. It really is.
Yeah, it was really exciting when Dale Earnhardt wrecked.
Yeah, that wasn't the race I saw.
He didn't even wreck.
But by the way,
No.
I was a newspaper delivery guy when he when he died in Kachang. I sold a shit ton of newspapers. All right, so
the wall, and they got hit by several cars.
Oh no!
Here we go. We talked about it, so let's give it a try, kids. We're just gonna do the bracket fights, and let's see. These are the ones that that made the 10s. We had, I believe, nope. Let's see, where is it? There it is. We had giant size number 4. And then it was issue number 94.
Yeah.
Next up, we had, where'd it go? There we go. Issue number 50. And then issue number 96. And finally, we had issue number 124. All righty. So here we go. And since we'll see if you guys want to do all of them, then we'll do all of them. But here we go. And let's see what would you do? Wait, do you guys want to do all of them?
Well, Henry's already ranking the 8s.
I know he's ranking the 8s. I've got the 10s going in.
I mean, I guess if everybody just wants to put down
We've
their
made pretty good time considering.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay.
You know how we're losing the time the good time we've been making debating this.
Debating this. Okay. Well, I'll put up the 8s then. All right.
Abort, everybody! We're not doing the 10s. We're doing the 8s.
All righty. We're doing the 8s instead.
Across.
All right. Well, I just want to, hey, I'm slave to the crowd. Not really. All righty, the 8s. We've got the Incredible Hulk and Namor, and we've got the first appearance of not Craven the Hunter, but the other guy.
You meant indentured servant, by the way.
Yes. Where do you go? What is your favorite? We need your favorite. So let's see. That would be 8s and 1 and 2 RDV.
Never be a slave to the crowd. Be a slave to the grind.
There you go. 1 or 2.
1.
All righty. How about you, Amy?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay. How about you, Eric?
1.
Okay. And then we have MK.
2, 3.
I will say, yeah, I guess 1. Yeah, 1.
All righty.
Oh.
And Pixel.
All by myself.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay. 2.
Okay, let's go to the chat. The chats where Ethereal right out the gate says 1. Let's see. Darth Kato says 1, and Henry says 1. Yeah, we really are by ourselves on this one. Rhaegar comes in with a 2, and my uncle built children. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, it is definitely staying the way it is. All right, let's get to the 9s. Alrighty. And oh, I need to flip the paper here. Make some room. Zoinks! Oh, wow. Do I have any room on this one? I do not. Okay. How about this? Yep. Alrighty, the 9s. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and VENKMAN.
For the 9s?
Yep.
Alrighty then. We're going with number 2 is my favorite.
Alrighty.
Ring Governor, number 3 is the worst.
Okie dokies. Amy, best and worst of the 9s.
My favorite is 1, 2, 3, the 4th one. And I guess my least favorite would be the first one.
Okay.
They're all good though.
How about you, Eric?
Number 2 is my favorite. Yeah, I gotta go with the Ring Governor being the worst of the 5 too. Sorry, George.
It's a beautiful drawing, just not necessarily the most my character.
Yeah,
It's
we're
got a
not.
certain ring to it, but not the one we're looking for.
We ain't
MK!
ranking- we ain't ranking threes.
MK, what do you say?
I will say, I think I like number 1 the most. My least favorite, number 5, the Demon cover. Yeah.
Number 5.
Alrighty, Pixel.
4th is my favorite. And then my least favorite, yeah, I'm going to say 3.
All right. And with me, number 5 is the best, and number 1 is the least best. All right, going to the chat, ladies and gentlemen, where Ethereal says 2 and 4.
And we're going again.
And then we've got 2 and 5 from Rhaegar. Next up, we have Dark Admiral with 2 and 4. Okay, and then we have, let's see. Henry says the 9s, 1 is best and 2 is the worst. Okay. And let's see. 4th is best, says Darth Kato. And 3rd is the worst. All righty. I think that is everybody. So let me get the stop. And there we go. Oh, let's see. Let's see. We do have an obvious who's a her, and that is the ring toss. There we go.
Ring toss.
There we are. And then I guess number 5, the one I voted for. I was the only positive, 2 negatives on that. Next up, we had one completely, it's what do you call it? Negate itself because it's 2 positive, 2 negative. And then we have, oh, this is very close here, isn't it? 3 positive, 2 negative. No, it's not very close at all. 3 positive, 2 negative would have been book 4. And book 2 is 5 positive, 1 negative. So there you go. Those are the 9s. Now, yep. And that is 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now let's go 5 through 1 here. Let me get the 10s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody, come on, let's go and drive to the
Can't store around the corner. There we go. RDB, best and worst of the 10s.
Alrighty, looking at the 10s here. Our least favorite, I guess, is going to be the last one.
Okay.
Number 5.
Okay.
Favorite? Man, it's tough because I like the first one. I also like the Ghost Rider too. But I'm going to go with number 4 as my favorite.
The Ghost Rider.
Blazing
And how
Johnny.
about you, Amy?
My favorite's the 5th one.
Okay.
And I guess my least favorite would be the first one. It's fine, but it's,
Yeah, you're killing me, Smalls.
Eric Breen.
It's Sandlot.
Oh.
My favorite is number 1. And I'm sure that comes as a shock to everybody.
What? It's
I
a very
know.
good size cover.
And my least favorite is 3. That's the one I
Okay.
didn't give a 10 to, so that's a pretty easy choice.
How about you, MK?
My favorite is Ghost Rider. My least favorite, 5.
All right. Pixel.
My favorite is Ghost Rider.
Oh, hold on.
It's
Hold on. Wait. I just kicked out my. I can't hear shit. What'd you say, Pix?
Ghost Rider is the best one here. It is the best cover of the night. 10 out of 10.
Alrighty.
My least favorite, I'm actually going to go with the second one here. Looking more into it, everyone, I don't regret saying 10 to, but that one I do.
Okay. Goodness gracious, there's some good covers up here. I got to go with the Ghost Rider also. It's
a great
It's
one.
been my favorite for a while of these anyway. The least, though, I got to go with this. I like being friends with Eric, so I'm not going to say my choice. All right, let's go to the chat.
Oh,
And,
you can go ahead. I'm still not showing up tomorrow.
Okay. Ethereal says, "Are you? Is that real?" Ethereal says 1 and 2. Alrighty, then we have second is best, first is worst from Darth Kato. Next up is Ethereal Dragon saying 1 and 2. Wait, that's twice. Okay, let's try again. Dark Admiral says 4 and 5. Alrighty. Next up, we've got 3 is the best, second is the worst, and that's from Rhaegar. And then we have Amy the Smalls. Breen, you've got to get Amy to watch Sandlot one of these great movie nights.
So I've heard. I haven't seen it either.
Really, it's awesome.
I know.
And it's of your generation.
I know.
Let's see. 10s. 1 is the best, and 5 is the worst. Alrighty. 1 is the best, 5 being the worst. And then let's see. Amy would be Smalls. How can I have more of nothing? Any of these could win, and I'll be happy, says Darth Vader. Well, let's find out which one actually.
Let's find out what finished behind Ghost Rider is what you meant.
Well, if we want to be obvious about it, sure, but I like to still pretend there's a build-up. Okay, kids, do we have an obvious loser? Yes, we do, with book 5. That had 1 positive and 5 negatives. We also have a 1 positive and 3 negatives with book 2. Okay. And next up, we have, let's see, 1 positive and 1 negative. And that is book 3. And it's down to number 1 or issue number, or book 1 or book 4.
Get off.
Yeah, okay. So book number 1 canceled itself out as well. And we had 5 positives, no negatives on the Ghost Rider. That's what's going to go up against That's going to the bracket fights, and it is going up against Defenders number 4.
It's just such a good cover. It's so.
It really is. Mhm.
I've decided
it's definitely in the top 5 of the ones we did tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I decided to change the way I do the brackets for this one since he doubled up on a couple of them. I'm going to put like versus like. So the 2 Fantastic Fours will go against each other. The 2 Avengers will go against each other. So I think that should make for a decent bracket fight. So there we go. And that might actually give you a little bit of payback there, Eric, against Defenders 4 if you wanted.
Why? My pick didn't even get to 10 tonight.
What was your pick?
My favorite was the annual cover because it's very dynamic.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I mean, there were some great covers here, and I think
it takes a lot for me to go against Kane, but
yeah, it was. I'll tell you, I think that Defenders has a lot of really good covers. So, was it Darth Kato or Dark Admiral? You guys said that you were talking about doing a Michael Golden thing. Wait to see the covers, and if they aren't your favorite, do one.
Surprised they haven't done the Indiana Jones covers.
I am not.
I am turning in, gentlemen. So thanks for sharing all the cool books with me. That was a lot of fun.
See you tomorrow night.
I think. Do you know what I think would be good for Raiders of the Lost Ark? I think doing the 3 miniseries, because I think there's 4 issues on Temple of Doom and what you call it, and there's 4
Have we
issues.
done the further adventures?
We haven't done Indiana Jones.
That would be. I love Indiana Jones.
Not to mention, any of the Dark Horse have brilliant freaking covers. The Dark Horse covers are awesome for Indiana Jones.
Like when it comes to like when I was a boy.
Oh shoot, she bowed out, Eric. Not Eric, but Henry. She bowed out really quickly because I saw your message and I saved it to show this one, but I'll keep it here. I'll keep it here. We'll see it on Friday. And if you have something else, by all means. Yeah.
Actually, Henry's sketch should have won tonight.
I know, right?
Better than that other Ghost Rider.
It really is, actually. Even though this is Danny Ketch and this is Johnny Blaze, still, yeah, it's pretty damn good. Alrighty, what do we have next, ladies and gentlemen? Let me get over to season 12 here, and we are on.
Who did that?
Henry
Jeremick. Henry Jeremick. Oh my God! Great job.
See, it's because here's the thing. He could be working for the big 2, but they won't pay him, and that's for a lot of artists.
I sadly don't have the money to pay him.
I thought he was like a secret artist for one of the big.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot of talented artists that are not working for the big 2 because they will not pay them anything. No, I'm sure Ryan Ollie gets paid better working on Invincible back in the day than he does anything in Marvel.
Yeah, he probably does.
Name a character. I'd write a comic book about a character that Henry could draw. Name a Marvel character that you think we could fix. I think.
Well, you can just send me the photo, and I'll just put it in a Discord group, and she'll see it. If you want to do that
Henry,
too.
how do you feel?
It's on the media assets.
Too old now.
Okay. But I don't know if I can download all the media assets, though, I'm saying. But it's okay.
Raise your hand if you like John Buscema or Buscema. I don't know how he really pronounced it.
John Buscema, yeah, it's great girls.
John Buscema is. We're going to be doing his Conan covers on Friday.
What about
Pixel,
Sunday?
what did it say? He says.
Wait, today's Friday, right? Sunday. Yeah, we're going to be doing John Buscema Conan covers on Sunday.
We should probably do that on Wednesday. Because I cannot see the Lesters wanting to take part in that.
Really?
No.
All right. I'll switch that around. What were you saying, Pixel?
I was going to ask Henry how he felt about sumo wrestlers.
I don't even want that story.
And then we did some Conans with the girls last time,
No,
and they
I
weren't a
always
fan of it.
had an
We've done
idea.
John Basumba before.
John
The girls-
Buscema.
Yeah, we did this the Conan ones, and they just weren't a fan of it.
All right, I just switched it with the George Perez Avengers.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, they're George Perez fans. I can't do that to them, so I'll switch it with the John Byrne covers.
Well, what do you mean? They would show up for Sundays. The girls will be here on
Oh, that's
Wednesday.
right. That's right. Sunday and then Tuesday will be Conan, so they need Wednesday, which would be one. Okay, so I will still.
And the girls aren't here on Wednesdays.
Yeah, so I need to put John Buscema at 192.
I can tell you what would be a great thing, because he brought up some of my favorite Marvel books. Master Eric. Master of Kung Frickin' Fu. I love Master of Kung Fu.
Never heard of it.
No, you wouldn't, because Marvel tries to push
It doesn't exist
to the abyss. It did exist.
Nope, sorry.
Is that anything like the Governor of Kung Fu?
Oh yeah, that was a great series. We should do that.
Fantastic! I can't believe Marvel is like all about. Oh no, it's Asian, so we can't have it anymore.
They don't like Asian governors.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, the earlier issues, the better. But there was
true. Yeah.
a lot of Kane.
I don't know. I like the
sorry, Henry. Were you asking what I said? That was me. I said there are a lot of artists that are talented like you, Henry, that will never work for the big two, but sadly, and are deprived of your art because they don't want to pay. They'll give you like a gumdrop and a shiny nickel.
I know you're saying you're too old now, Henry, but a couple years ago I was kicking around the idea of a sumo hitman, and I was writing up like some basic scripts for it. Never got anywhere with it, but your art is great. Inhumans.
Oh yes.
How
Awesome.
dare you, Henry?
Inhumans are fantastic.
We're having such a great conversation about Governor of Kung Fu, about good artists, and then you have to bring up the Inhumans.
Because they're fantastic books.
They are horrible.
That's right, Rhaegar. Pixel does love the Inhumans. He's on an act. He's on an act because he's
that they show up. I never like that's the thing. Anytime they showed up in the Fantastic Four, I was like, God, I really don't enjoy this. I don't like this story at all. But I'm probably just influenced by the fact that they had a god awful television show.
Maybe that's it, because the books aren't that bad.
Never seen the show.
You're lucky. You are.
I've also never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That is a good show.
The show Inhumans wasn't as bad as everybody says. It suffers from Iron Fistitis on steroids.
Yeah,
I loved Iron Fist,
but everybody thinks it's okay to pick on the Inhumans. I mean, if they didn't have the money in the budget to keep Medusa's hair, they probably shouldn't have done it. And let's not forget, it went from IMAX to theater to TV to straight to video to I think it coming out on beta.
Has anyone requested Nick Fury agent?
Nobody's.
Shield?
No, that was. Wow. I think that lost one of our draws. Yeah, but you know what? If anybody would like to get the video they want to see, go on over to Ko-Fi, drop $5 in the tip jar, and tell us what to do.
Nick Fury versus Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Was that a miniseries?
Well, the Nick Fury series that Steranko started, that would be a 10 fest at the beginning, no doubt.
Yeah, but of course, that's a Steranko.
Yes.
I'm not against it.
Neither am I. I'm not biased whatsoever.
Hey,
no, I'm just saying. Yeah, Greg, I'm just saying it wasn't as bad as people. And people have built it up to being the worst thing it's ever been on a screen, and it wasn't. It just. I mean, it was. I'm not saying it was great by any stretch, but it held my attention through 8 episodes.
Yeah. Let's see. He thought he was getting into a great gig after Game of Thrones. Wait, who?
I guess somebody from Game of
Ramsey
Thrones.
Bolton. Yeah. Hey, you know what? They made some bad decisions. When I heard they were cutting Medusa's hair off, I was like, oh, yeah. But I think you're right. There were things I did like about it. I would not. There is some of the shows that I would love to watch away from all the hype.
The actor for Black Bolt is a really good actor. He's
Yeah, it's too bad he's such a jackass.
Really?
Anson Mount. Oh, he could go toe to toe with Mark Ruffalo in the TDS department.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And you don't think yeah, Helen Wheels. He plays like he's badass, as you think.
Yep.
And it's just like, no, he's just a mealy mouthed little putz. Progressive, not a liberal.
You honor me, Henry. You honor me.
No, it's I'll say maybe I'm just remembering how hot Crystal was.
I don't know. You say liberal or progressive to me, it's the same thing. They just keep changing the name.
I got liberal opinions. I have no progressive ones.
Pixel, what are you trying to say?
The thing is that I was going to say, even without when cutting Medusa's hair, that wig was awful. It is so bad. They didn't even try to make it look like it could be anything natural. And it was it is the fakest thing you've ever seen. It's ridiculous. So them cutting her hair wasn't even half of my problem. It was still stupid, but it wasn't even half of my problem. It's just a slog to get through. Hated it.
Okay.
Show me where it hurt you, Pixel.
The hair. I'll point to it.
You were supposed to say my soul, my very soul.
I'm sorry.
When Ashley was young, one of the comics we kind of bonded over was the Young Inhumans. They put out a miniseries. It was a 12-issue miniseries about a lot of college-age Inhumans going down. Yeah, you hated that?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, me and Ashley read it, and we kind of bonded over it. It was so yeah. I've always liked it.
It was, and that's great that you had a bonding experience with your daughter. That to me, that was peak Bill Jamas influence. Everything that came before, like continuities for fanboys and losers.
Yeah.
And let me just to me it's what they did in the middle of the 2010s where they replaced everybody with DEI characters. That Inhuman series just beat him to the punch by 15 years.
Yeah. I can't say anything about that because you're right. But yeah, I like the series. And yet it just so happened to be something that me and my daughter enjoyed together. So,
Henry, I do have to say, like, I know I only show up every now and again, but you have made some excellent suggestions. Every single one of these rankings have been.
And you said Inhumans, do it all wrong.
You pick Inhumans, then we'll be talking. But the Henry month has been fantastic.
All right, there you go. And we still have George Perez Avengers, which will be Sunday, and then Tuesday will be John Byrne, just random John Byrne, Marvel anyway.
Pixel changed. He used to say live and let live.
And then we have Buscema Conan, we have Fantastic Four, we have Michael Golden, and then we have Dave Cockrum, John Byrne, X-Men, and then Bob Layton, Iron Man.
Live and let die.
That's pretty much Pixel. He used to like the humans, and now all of a sudden he just hates them.
And what show was it? Ironheart coming out. Do you think it's going to be like that show?
So,
you think Naomi? Remember that show, Naomi?
The whole Ironheart thing, that show has been waiting in like the vault for a while. Now they're releasing it. Now it's outdated as far as the thing. So it's probably gonna suck.
But if you get tired of hearing negative reviews, just watch Comics Matter with your boy Zach. I'm sure he'll get right behind that show and criticize the rest of us.
I don't know, but it's bound to be better than the original run of Ironheart. There's no doubt about that.
I feel like a lot of people are more upset the fact that we already have a legacy character, his daughter, from the MCU, and they could have just had her instead of bringing in Ironheart.
Yeah.
Let's see. They actually have a Marvel character called Ironheart, who is a DEI character. She's black. Or we bring in the white rich chick. Yeah, Marvel ain't doing that shit.
How about the Japanese character?
Everybody wants that instead.
Oh, and also she got her technology from Shuri. That's what it looks like.
Well, actually, she made it herself. Remember in the Black Panther 2.
Oh, there's no way in hell in this series they're going to do the true origin where she stole it.
Oh no, of course.
Oh yeah, no, because it was such a stupid thing. God, I cannot believe that they just let Brian Michael Bendis make something so damn stupid. What a dumbass character.
Well, DC said hold my beer.
Do you know why he made that character? The same reason why he made Miles Morales, because he adopted a black boy and a black girl, and those were his tributes to them.
Yep.
I mean, I can't fault it. I mean, that's a nice idea, but I thought that you honor your adopted daughter by. It's great. She's the smartest person in the world.
Here's the thing,
but
though.
She stole everything.
Here's the thing.
Angry.
He honored the son with a well-acted story.
I agree.
Yeah. The daughter's like, I hate her. And that's how she is. She steals everything from me.
Yeah, she didn't do the dishes that week.
1 second. You cannot say that she's one of the smartest women in the world. We all know that's Moon Girl.
Well, it's Moon Girl, then Riri, then Shuri, then Reed's sister. Am I missing any other?
The Wasp, the Wasp daughter. Remember?
No, because she's white. She's got to take a back seat to the rest of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you're white, you can't be smart. Right, Green?
Well, I'm not saying she's smarter than any of the black characters because Marvel, but she is still smarter than Reed Richards because she
was brought in recently in the Moon Knight series, and she was actually done well. She wasn't an insufferable bitch.
I don't believe you.
I go check it out. The last issue of Moon Knight, she was in there, and also Hank Pym is back, and they both were written as good characters. Jed McKay has more respect than anybody else working at the Marvel right now.
Well, don't forget it was Jeremy Whitley that was doing the Unreadable Wasp.
Yeah, but I mean though, that's it. These other writers do not give a shit about them. They look at them as being, how much can I virtue signal and how much can this push me to another company?
Oh, speaking of that, did you see what DC just greenlit?
You talking about the one I shared earlier with the Red, Just League Red?
No. The Galaxy sequel from.
Yeah. I saw that. Wes was talking about that
Galaxy sequel. What are you talking about?
Galaxy. Remember the Hawk Girl series? That was it. The other character was Galaxy.
Yep.
That trans activist did a graphic grooming novel. I mean, graphic novel.
Right. See what you did there, sir.
Tell me it's anything other than grooming.
Anyway, kids, let's call it. I got to get up way too early.
Time of death.
Yeah.
There you go. Time of death, 12:48 a.m. Eastern. Join us tomorrow for the auction hangout. It's going to be very casual. Once again, it's just going to be kind of a dollar bookish thing. If I've got some big dogs, I'll throw them in. Sunday, I'm going to a comic book show. They didn't send me my books. I sent a message saying, it's been 15 days. You're going to even create a label or something because there's been no movement on shipping the books again. This is the last time I buy anything from those people.
Those people.
Yeah.
Who are you calling those people?
What do you mean, those people? Anyway, yeah. So hopefully I'll get some books in for next week. For now, though, I'm going to go to the auction. Now, Ashley is suggesting we do that drunk stream tomorrow, so I have a little bit extra. Maybe I could make a little extra in the pocket for the show.
Do what needs to be done, sir. Said do what needs to be done.
Yeah. And hopefully I can actually get 2 auctions worth of books. We'll see.
I don't know. The drunk stream, that might be a threat to my sobriety.
Really? You've been here for others.
You weren't supposed to remember that. I was just looking for an out.
Oh,
wait. How was, and to be fair, Eric would not remember because, you know, he drank a lot. So.
Well, the whole point of this one, because I don't really want to do straight up drunk streams, is to see if my daughter can actually drink me under the table, as she says.
And here's the thing, though: if she runs the auction and sales go up, it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, it is.
We get rid of you, and
right. It's the respect. That's why I keep coming back. Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
What? Any respect?
Respect. Yeah.
That might be.
I was told it was supposed to be the respect, but
yeah, that's why we're still here. Yeah.
Yeah, the respect.
yeah, the respect, guys. Right.
Anyway, it might be time to go. So.
There you go. All right, kids. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to do all the clicking, the liking. Go on over to Ko-Fi, drop a $1 in the tip jar or $5, and tell us what book, what title, or 12 books you just want us to rank. You know what? We need to visit the Golden Age again. It's been a while. That being said, thank you very much for hanging out. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.
Good night.